What is going on, Movie Meals? Woo! All right, guys, we're a little late. We've been going through some stuff, some serious stuff. Yeah. So we've been a little late on videos. I have not filmed my podcast yet. A couple days to go, so hopefully I can ramp that up and find a guest. But anyway, we wanted to get a Mission Impossible non-spoiler review out there, so let's just get into it. Kyle, you want to go first?
Yeah, man, I'll take it. The Mission Impossible Fallout is just a lot of fun. Like, it just carries from what we've gotten out of the fourth and fifth films and takes it to the next level. And it really shows, like, they really are starting to understand this franchise and how to make this franchise work. And it definitely shows, not in just with their characters, but as well as the action. It might be some of the best action that we've seen in recent years. It is that good. The hype is real on this. Like, they really take time to craft real dramatic stakes, because especially with Tom Cruise, like, they make sure like all the action and all the stunts feel real, and they just take it to another level that I think we haven't seen from the fourth and fifth one. That's saying a lot, because they do crazy stuff in the last two films. So I mean, Tom Cruise is always great in this role. He's always like taking time out of this franchise, and I think this franchise really works for him and for his acting capabilities as well as the stunt work. And they also just take time as well to really make the team worthwhile to watch. And we didn't see that in a lot of the old ones, but they finally figured out how to make the team fresh, how to make the team fun and entertaining to have as part of the overall crew, as part of the overall adventure, and as well as being able to make sure that Tom Cruise does have his time to shine. And that's not a bad thing, especially in this franchise. Like, it just works well for this. So overall, though, it's just a fun time. The action is really good in this, of course, and the entire cast, and with the inclusion of Henry Cavill, who's really good in this role as well. They all come together, and it's just a fun time. It's just such a blast to watch.
Yeah, this is an example of one of these franchises that kind of started off okay, maybe a little rocky. I like the first Mission Impossible, the second one not so good. I love the third, and I think from the third on, they're just fantastic. I think they're fantastic movies. You're right. I agree completely with the Henry Cavill. I loved his arc in this movie. I thought he was great. I thought he was an interesting presence, and you don't get to see a lot. Like, I haven't seen that Henry Cavill before. I've seen like his version of a mad Superman, but that's not this. And this I liked what he was doing, and it's not necessarily just, it's not the good guy Superman role. It's something with a little bit more weight, and I thought he did a fantastic job. I loved how they brought back characters from other movies, bringing back, which we've seen in some of the trailers, bringing back like his wife from the third, bringing back old villains. And it's, to me, some of the past movies felt like they were Mission Impossible movies, and it wasn't necessarily just Tom Cruise's movie. This felt a little more like it was just Tom Cruise. Like, we got a sprinkle of Vin Rames, Simon Pegg, and they were great. In other movies, I felt like I saw them more. And maybe I'm just being weird, but maybe it's because I was so invested in the Henry Cavill and the Tom Cruise, but I thought they did great. Tom Cruise is still, he's like 50-something, he's still like kicking it like he's 27.
You can kind of see in this one that he's aging, though.
You could in the face, but then when you see him just full on like sprinting, you're like, oh, well, he's still in better shape than me.
I'm right there with you.
I get you with the face a little bit, but yeah.
Not a bad thing, it's just funny.
Not bad. And
funny.
He's one of the last few big action stars we have left, and this franchise is not only... like the Fast and Furious you consider is dumb fun. It's so ridiculous, so over the top that you enjoy it. Where this, I wouldn't say is like that. This has found a way to take the action, take the IMF, and really expand them in a way that gets you invested in the characters, as well as it's a good plot and great action on top of that. Yeah, the action's fantastic. I don't know. Everybody's saying it's one of the best, if not the best, action movie of the decade. I don't know about that. I think there's some better movies out there action-wise, but I think this is in that conversation for
sure.
So some negatives.
With so much going on, and with so much going on in this movie, and just with all the action scenes as well as the dramatic scenes, it does take up a lot of time, and it is supposed to be like its longest movie in the franchise. And I think in the slower parts of the movie, like, you really start to feel how long it is, but every 15 minutes there's always an action scene that can get you right back into the movie and make you enjoy the moments that you're in when you're watching this. So I would say, like, the length of it can be an effect on some people. I also feel like a few character arcs as well were either predictable or they just didn't really have quite an impact that I think the story really wanted to do. But overall, though, like I said before, like, this... It can be in the conversation as one of the best action movies that we've seen in a while, one of the best of the franchise as well. And I think people should really see this on the big screen because this is definitely one of the more fun movies of the year.
Yeah, I've maybe got some. My critique is probably a little bit of pacing issues, where it feels like suddenly we slow down, but instead of like a gradual back up, we're just into it. We're just crazy back into it.
Yeah,
which isn't necessarily a bad thing. A little nitpick. I really enjoy this movie from start to finish. I mean, it's hard to enjoy or not enjoy action, and then when they sit down and actually talk, you're invested in what they're saying, and they got all these crazy devices and stuff, and they're putting masks on, and But that's really my only big complaint. The character arcs that didn't work as well for you worked really well for me. So So yeah, you guys just have to see it to make your own opinion.
Yeah, form your own opinion. Why are you listening to us?
Yeah, and all right, guys, that's it. We don't have a rating system yet because we have not talked about it. Because again, we've had a very long week here over at Movie Meals, so we have been mentally exhausted. Haven't even really thought about the channel much. We were lucky we got to go sneak and see Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
So we'll get that soon, I promise. Guys, please go check out all the things we have up. Where Venom trailer should be up shortly, a trailer reaction, as well as all other movie reviews. Please go check out the Weaver Wire podcast that I host. This guy was on the last episode. We get into all things Comic-Con. Go check that out. As always, thanks for watching, Mom.
See you guys.